took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Coach, the weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Come on, set, 50, plant, H3, 218, chopper, 2, let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. It's a gain of 16, first down Falcons.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready, 10 Lobo. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half-dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. 59, Mike to 59. I'm coming.
Back to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back.
Here we go. 50, 15, run it. Check. 25.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come off the ball. Pass him. 56, Mike, 56.
From the gun, King. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. on first down. King, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
56 to Mott, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mott 56. Mott 56.
Back to throw. King. And this one complete to Smith. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
Let's go.
A big-time play there for New Orleans. 52 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On the ground, Kamara. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Watch the
2nd and 5. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Next to score, Saints 7, Falcons nothing. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Wahoo. Cut up. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. That one good for 24 yards.
Let's go.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
At the 38-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Jim, showing it. Ready, go.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
I'm coming.
They'll set up to throw. Complete to Washington. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards, the final tally.
Squeeze, double. Tight ends Ringo. Tight ends on Ringo. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is King. Throwing again.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Being chased out left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway. In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Let's go. 60 Pittsburgh. Go. 59's Mike. Check. 59. Hut.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Open man is Gordon, complete. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now Saquon Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go. 10 Tucson. Right there, 56. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. 56 to 60.
Here we go on second and 12. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
New Orleans.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
No. Jumper. Deuce. Wide. Get wide. Back.
Running with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. 60 outlaws. Off. Here we go. Max 49. Here we go, King. 49, guys.
Here's King looking to throw on second down. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
And the Saints first down.
Now King on first down. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Deion Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 22-yard line. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10.
56 is the mic. Check back. 56.
Looking to throw. King. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he is all the way up past the 25. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap, allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. This is the tight end Fant. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Now back to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Hill on the return. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position, because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Kill.
King on third down. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. His fourth touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll set up a throw, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were
being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
King now, throwing on first down. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Operating from the gun. King. It's caught. Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
They'll try and throw for it here. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position.
Okay, break. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Mike, check, 59. 50. Echo. We got to get the ball, D. Get set, hot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. His throw incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Nice 7, let's go. Mike 55, Mike 55. Go.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
They're running it. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Mike, 55. Set, go.
He'll look to throw. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Big Ed. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack.
Bravo. Ready.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. To Barkley on the check down. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. They'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So it looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 42-yard attempt.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
49's the mic. 49's the mic.
To throw is King. To throw on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Let's go, D.
Here's King, operating from the gun. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 99. Check 99. Stand hot. Ready, go.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave tee much time on the clock.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. This is Barkley. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, Get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep down the field. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st down, Sellers. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It'll be a Saints 1st down on a gain of 16 yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Sellers. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they give this time to the tailback. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back 1st downs.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's got Smith here. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Right there, 56. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 56, the mark, boy. Check 56.
Now King. From the gun, he'll throw. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
56, the mark, boy. 56. Check 56. And we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The rookie from Michigan there defensively, that's Devin Bush making the play. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a